Can someone explain to me how I have 4 degrees and still can't get a job? BA in communication, BA in Spanish, BFA in dance. Get ready for this one. Master's degree in freaking journalism. Mind you, I've gotten laid off not once, not twice, but 3 times in the span of 2 years. So if you're feeling behind, just know you're not alone. Basically, we're all cooked.
This economy is absolutely butchering a lot of young Americans. Some people like this girl who's got multiple degrees, and in her case, she even has a master's degree in journalism. Yet she cannot find a job, or she keeps getting fired from her job. It is a tough job market out there. Imagine going to college for 4 years and you work hard, you study hard. You're constantly being told that going to college is the only formula to success. Yet you can't even find an entry-level job after graduating college with a 4.0 GPA. This is the reason a lot of young Americans are saying no for the first time to going to college.
As somebody who's in college, like I'm literally about to walk into class right now in 10 minutes. If you don't have a full ride scholarship, you should not be here. Because when I tell you this shit is the biggest waste of time ever, I'm not lying.
I've officially been unemployed for a year and 4 months now, and I did not think it was going to be this difficult to get a job post-grad. And I feel like every single day my chances of getting a job seem to get lower and lower because I feel like I graduated so long ago, and even internships where I'm supposed to be gaining my experience require you to either still be in school or recently graduated, but over a year ago is definitely not recently. And even entry-level positions require you to have like 3+ years of experience, so I don't really know what to do.
Like being in your 20s now, we are so different from the 20s that our parents were experiencing and our grandparents, because you know the economy and things are so different. And I was saying how it's because they had way more capital. They could do a lot more with $40,000 a year, whereas like now $40,000 a year, girl, where you living? You're living in a shoebox. And I think like a prime example of this, obviously there's so many people who experience this, is like I have a master's degree. A master's degree I got at 22, and I can't use it because the jobs that are set for this master's degree are being defunded. Public health care. Big shock. I wonder why that's being defunded. What's ironic about it is like education is used as this tool to gain more capital, to move up socially and economically and in class, right? In the past, it has been, you know, if you get a PhD, a master's, and a college degree, you are typically at a standing point that's better than someone who's not in those education brackets, right? Whereas like now, they're blockading education because everything costs so much money. You have crippling student loan debt, and then you can't get a job to pay off that student loan debt. And so I think it's more than just, oh, your parents had more capital. Your parents were able to do a lot with a college degree. It's even the degrees you have now are not useless. I'm not going to say don't get your education. I don't regret getting my master's, but they don't even offer or create spaces for that because everything is like, oh, well, I want 70 hours of experience in this specific thing. Meanwhile, okay, but I did my master's degree and I have 100 plus, God knows 200 plus hours within this realm, but you don't take that because it's not work experience, because I was getting an education and I wasn't working. Does that make sense?
Super hot take, but I believe that we're at the end of a master's degree or a second degree doing anything for anybody besides a lawyer, doctor, any of that. I have a master's degree and I graduated with a 3.8, and I thought I was going to be a shoo-in for so many jobs. I have not gotten one interview since graduating in May, and I've probably applied for about hundreds of jobs and have had my resume redone over and over again. How I make money right now is literally TikTok shop and teaching various lessons, which I've been doing since I was about 15, that you don't need a degree for. I've also been claiming class action settlements, which if you've never heard of that, it's when companies are going through lawsuits. So you're able to like claim money from things that like you've either bought or used from those companies if you're eligible and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm literally relying on lawsuits to get money. I will say though, even though I'm side hustling my way through life right now, I wished I had known about claiming class action settlements sooner, because imagine if I had known about this in college. I just feel like I just missed out on hundreds of dollars, like literally free money. But personally, I use this app called Settlemate. I'll go ahead and put a picture of it right here. But when I downloaded it, it had me like, it was literally so easy. It just had me fill out like a bunch of like little questions. And then I got to like file my claims, and all of these claims were personalized to me that I qualified for and were like eligible for. And then every day I just check to see if there's more claims, and that's literally it. But yeah, little life hack if you're in the same shoes as me, and if you are, let me know what kind of jobs you're applying to so I don't feel as alone.
The fact that I was bawling my eyes out at this event, and then we had another guest speaker that came up, and he said burning desire is when you are sitting there and truly thinking about the type of person that you want to be, and you have tears within your eyes. And that was just happening for me. I was like, absolutely, this is the way to go. And I know that I don't need a backup plan, so why am I in college? Why am I scared? I just need to drop out. I'm going to start writing down stuff of what I'm going to lose by dropping out of college. And then I'm going to write down what my successful life will look like. And then I will write down what my life looks like right now. So I can see what it's going to look like when I'm at rock bottom, how it would look like if I needed to get back into my mediocre life, and then how easy it would be to be successful, because I already said it's gonna happen. I'm just waiting. And already I've met a girl that I'm probably gonna be moving in with, and we are going to lock down and be so successful together, because I finally have found someone that wants extraordinary and not just normal. But you guys choose to stay average because you say it's normal and it's comfortable. Make it make sense.
Guys, I'm gonna be the one to say it first. I know some man don't like saying this, but uni was mad pointless. University was mad pointless. University was useless furthermore. I graduated in 2023. It's now 2025 heading into 2026, and I've still not utilised my degree once. I've worked 3 or 4 jobs since then, and I've not utilised my degree once. And I've had it on show, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Indeed, I'm passing my CV to everybody. Bearing in mind, I've got a first, by the way. I've got a first in accounting and finance. And man are telling me what? Come on. Uni is useless, man. And 3 years for a piece of paper. I'm a grown-ass man. I'll regret my decision and stand on it. Fair enough. I made the mistake of going to university, but alhamdulillah, I made my parents proud. I made my parents proud. That's one thing I won't regret. I made my parents proud by going to university. And cool, does that equal the debt that I put myself in, the interest, the riba that I put myself in? No. So I still regret it. However, I done it for the parents, so fair enough. But uni is useless. Don't put your children into uni. Don't go to university. If you've just done your A-levels and you're thinking to go to university, let this video be the reason you don't. You're gonna go, you're gonna do business management, you're gonna go do something for 3 years, you're gonna be 21 after it. You're going to be looking for a job. You're going to be looking at your friend Abdi. Abdi's going to be making 40k full-time TikToker. And you're sat there, just finished 3 years of uni, 27k in debt. And that's without talking about maintenance loan if you move out. You got bare debt. No job, no support, nothing. They don't help you after uni. You just get chucked out. Go. Find a job with that degree. Go. And then they all look at each other. You got all your professors and doctors looking at each other saying, alhamdulillah, we scammed another one. We scammed another one, guys. That's 40k debt in the bag. That's another Abdi gone. Uni's mad useless, and I'll be the one to say it. Yeah, the unis can come fight me, unis. I'll take you all on. One man versus 100 unis. Talking about unis. So I see people talking about uni. Oh, uni's such a good experience. But go get that experience elsewhere, man. Man, just go uni to be social butterflies. Guys are just going from a com to a com. You're not thinking about the real reason you're there. The certificate that's under your bed now. The certificate that's under your bed. All them motives in the accommodation are gone. All you've got now to show for it is the certificate under your bed. What's it done for you? It's done nothing for me. The certificate's done nothing for me. It's a touchy subject for me. So what? I'm in like 40k debt for what now? Who's gonna pay that? Me. Who's gonna pay that debt? Me. Got no job from uni. I kept myself in uni, and now I'm just hating. The video cut out, but all jokes aside, if you man want to go uni, but it's a good experience. If you're a bit more pragmatic and outside than me, you might enjoy it more. But yeah, man, uni's 50-50, and for me it's useless. For you, you might like it, so don't let this video be a decider. I'm only trolling. But yeah, Estigan Global, peace.
And shame on me for being the bad guy here, but we've been saying for 2 or 3 years that the college degree doesn't guarantee you a job. So why are y'all still in your feelings when you're graduating college in May of this year and you can't find a job, acting like you're surprised, appalled, shocked, shook, crashed out, whatever? We've been saying it for a couple years. Simply going to school and getting a degree does not guarantee you a job. And yeah, it's harder in this market than it was a couple years ago, but this isn't a new concept. If you can't look at your degree and come up with 6 or 7 jobs that you can actively do with that degree, you're going to struggle. If all you did was go to school and you didn't work while you were in school, you didn't do an internship while you were in school, you didn't build a network while you were in school, you're going to struggle. I'm not trying to be mean. I know this comes off as being gruff and a little bit insensitive, and I know it's tough for people, but this isn't a new concept. There are different ways that you can go down a path, whether it's trades, whether it's blue collar, whether it's entrepreneurship, whether it's, you name it. There are multiple different paths that you can do to generate income. So you're not trapped in this college cycle. So for college grads who just got out, you're not the victim that you think you are. Yes, it's tough, but people have been saying this for years, but y'all guys chose to ignore it. And now the consequences are eating you up.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees, but I'm currently unemployed and I'm trying to find a job and I'm not able to find a job. I feel like if you are not currently looking for a job right now in today's job market, then you will not understand how actually hard it is to find a decent paying job. Even if you have all the credentials, I have 2 degrees, I have experience, I have a good resume, I have it all, and I'm still not able to find anything. And people ask me, like, what do you want to do? Like, what's your, like, dream career? What's your dream job? And honestly, I don't have one. I don't dream of working. I don't want to work. There's no career or job that I can think of that I would be like, yeah, I would love to do that every single day and spend more of my time there than in my home that I pay a crap ton of money for. Like, no, I don't dream of working. My dream life, my dream day is to wake up by the beach or some body of water and drink my coffee and read my book, then take an afternoon nap and then read my book inside and then have a nice dinner. That's my dream daily life. But I know in order to get there, I need some kind of money, and monopoly money won't work. So that means I have to get a good paying job, but those are not available.
It's a full-time job and it's extremely time consuming and it's not as easy as it may appear to some people.
Isn't it funny how school is perceived as the greatest fucking thing, right? Getting this degree, and then you leave and the skills that you've learned there, unless you're a lawyer or a doctor or one of those, professions that actually needs the degree, it's fucking useless. To Lindsay's point, and even my own experience, I've learned more from a $9 Udemy course or from other creators, even on TikTok for free, than I fucking did in my schooling. So save your fucking money, don't get an MBA, and just learn. Learn on your own. If you can't fucking afford $9 course or even a $100 course, learn on YouTube. Literally, that's all you need to build a business. And if you want to invest money on something greater like a mastermind or whatever, by all means do it. But don't fucking pay tuition. Like, we're in 2022. Don't need to do that shit.
Bro, I truly think there's no point of going to college at this point. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. You could either go to trade school or you could really dead ass in the time that we live in with social media, make a business off online and make hella fucking money, yo. If you want to go get the experience, get your degree, that's your business. That's up to you. Cool hoops. But I'm telling you, I could really picture in another 10 to 20 years now, like, college is gonna be super fucking pointless. Like, I'm seeing kids who are 15, 16, not even fucking college, yo, making $100K, $50K, $30K. Like, it's crazy. And I'm telling you, I'm really starting to see college is going to be just a pointless thing to do. It's like, okay, you know what, fuck it. We're just going to go have fun, turn up. Or if you want to be a doctor, lawyer, cool, that, whatever, that's your business, whatever the case may be. Overall, though, I'm telling you, bro, another 20, 30 years, I could really see the college, like, rate going lower and lower and lower, especially the way time is turning. People go to college, don't even get a goddamn job when they get out. This shit be crazy. Like, they can't even find a job or get a job. But let me know what y'all think down below. Let me know if I'm tripping or not. Let me know.
So college grads are doing everything right. They're getting degrees, they're applying like crazy, but they are not getting jobs. Why is this happening? The unemployment rate for recent grads is 5.8%. That is higher than it's been in decades, and it's much higher than the general population. There are some different theories. One, college degrees may be becoming less valuable. A lot of the entry-level jobs are no longer requiring a degree in order to consider candidates. And of course, AI. So as you've probably seen, AI agents, AI technologies, they're able to do the easier tasks. So things like customer service, help centers, data processing, even some coding is AI is making the individuals that already have jobs so much more efficient that less of the entry-level people are needed. And we will probably continue to see this trend. If you're listening to this, you're reading news, you're ahead of the curve. Awareness is the key. We need to see what's happening so that we understand how to pivot and how to advise our team to pivot. I'm Ava, your friend who's trying to figure out AI with you. Follow for more news on AI.
What's low-key kind of funny is I wrote a paper in high school talking about why you should go to college and why college is not a scam. I really was so uneducated back then because college is a scam. Unless you're going to be in the medical field or you're going to become like a lawyer or something like that, you do not need college. What happens is most people graduate college and then they come out of college and they go work a normal job like Costco. And their degree and their debt is just there. You really wasted 4 or 5 years of your life when you could have just graduated high school and gone straight to work at Costco. And while you're working at Costco, you could think, what do I really want to do with my life? You know what I'm saying? And what sucks is in our school system, they tell us you need to go to college, you need to go to college, you need to go to college. And they don't actually help you figure out what you want to do. It sucks because out of high school, you don't know what you want to do. And so you just go to college thinking, okay, if I just go to college and get this random thing, I'll be good. I'll be able to get a job. But in actuality, you'll be able to get a job, but you just wasted 4 years of your life. Go to trade school. Trade school is shorter time, cheaper. They actually help you get a job, but they don't tell you that.
So the current job market has me worried, especially for minorities who are completing college. As a first-generation immigrant, my parents didn't have a lot of knowledge about college. I ended up signing for a bunch of loans when I went to pharmacy school, and I have about $140,000 worth of student loan debt. Half of that is private student loan debt, which cannot be forgiven under the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Act, and which I don't even know will exist anymore under this new administration. So when I graduated, I started panicking, and I had a $1,200 a month payment just for my private student loans. That's not including my federal student loans. I had to figure out how to refinance, and when you are trying to refinance, you need to qualify with income, and clearly my income was not supporting the amount of loans that I had taken out. Very frustrating for me to figure out, and I hope that girls that are, first generation immigrants can do a proper cost benefit analysis. I know that's hard to ask for when you're 17 and 18 years old, but please talk to other people. Again, I didn't have cousins here, I didn't have family here, I didn't have anyone to reference. I am the oldest child. Again, it's not everybody's case. My husband has a very different background from me. He did his undergrad at Columbia University. His parents paid for his schooling, so he comes from a place of privilege, which I wish I could have related to, but I can't. Sorry, I got distracted. I was doing my makeup. But what I'm just saying is, if you can, always choose the cheaper college option, unless it's a very specialty or niche program, which is what I had thought I was going to do, which is why I chose St. John's University. Do not go to St. John's University. Honestly, the quality of St. John's University education was horrible, and $60,000 or whatever the base tuition was per year, it was insane. I ended up getting a bachelor's in education. I have enough credits for my bachelor's in pharmaceutical sciences, and I also got a master's in psychology because as a teacher you need to go and get a master's. I got my master's at a much cheaper college this time and a much better college experience. Unfortunately, that college has closed down now, but all I'm saying is if you are a first-generation immigrant and you are looking at colleges and you're choosing colleges and you see this current job market, please do your due diligence, do your research, look into fields that are foolproof and that are recession-proof, hopefully. And yeah, good luck.
Grocery haul as a post-grad with no full-time job. It's been like a month since I graduated. Graduated from BU with a bachelor's in computer science, and I have no full-time job. I am working part-time, but then I have rent and stuff, and so I've been trying to minimize all my expenses. In return, I've just been cheap as fuck. Total today was around $30. We have is bread, whole wheat bread, because I've been trying to eat healthier. I have milk, low-fat one, eggs. Let me just check that none of them are broken because they're good. We have a bunch of frozen stuff. Kung Pao chicken, mushroom medley because I love mushrooms, fire roasted bell peppers and onions, Asian style vegetables with stir fry sauce. I'm trying to eat healthier since I've been living off Dollar Tree frozen shit. Sweet cut white corn because I like to put this in my ramen. Last thing we have are crunchy curls. I got because they went viral like years ago. I could see how this could be addicting. There's not much flavor. It kind of just tastes like a salty peanuts packaging. About $30 and it'll last me like a week. So like if we do the mental math, would only be spending $120 on food a month, which is pretty good.
Hey guys, I just got back from like a group discussion in my nutrition class and I went batshit insane. Hey, don't put a bodybuilder in a nutrition class if you're gonna spread misinformation. She kept repeating the fact that protein doesn't build muscle, and then when we were asked what the purpose of protein was, the correct answer was to build lean muscle mass. I'm gonna hold your hand when I say that both of those statements can't be true. So how do you have a degree? That teacher hates me now because I shared my 2 cents.
I've graduated from my master's degree in May and I've been unemployed ever since. It's been tough. Morale is low. I live alone, so it's lonely. So I wanted to do something to make me feel better. So welcome to episode 1 of the Unemployment Diaries. I have an agenda for today, which I will share with you guys. So this is in no particular order. Today is Monday, 6th of October. Woke up at 7:45 a.m. Got out of bed at 10 a.m. Like I said, down bad. So I already had my daily O and I already called my bestie. I checked those off my list. Breakfast is actually lunch, but breakfast, I'm having pancakes, which I have in front of me. So this is my breakfast. It's homemade banana pancakes that I made. These are like blueberries, blackberries, and figs. And then some peanut butter and jam and some syrup. I need to clean and wash my car because it's dirty. Need to file a police report because someone stole some money from me. Need to get my brows done and my nails. Need to get my nails done. Need to make some TikToks because I just like making videos. Go to the library, continue my job interview prep, and then microdose Fortnite. I don't think I'm going to get everything done today because it's already 1 p.m. But I'm going to take you guys along with me. I just finished filing my police report and that took a lot longer than I thought. And I forgot to have Pilates today at 6:30. Now I'm going to wash my car. So come with me whilst I do that. So I'm in my car right now. I just cleared up a bunch of trash that was around my car. All of it's in here. Once I do that, I'm going to go to the car wash now. Then after that, I do need to get some gas. I'm very low. This is my first time ever in a car wash. I've never been in a car wash. Hey, and it's a very surreal experience. What's going on here?
My car is so dirty.
Got gas. Now I need to do my brows. Didn't do my nails because I didn't really have enough time to do that. But these are my brows. It's like, I don't know. My brows are always...
College is a scam. And the only ones that disagree are the ones that got scammed. Think about it. You go get massive amounts of debt, right? The better the college, the bigger the debt, right? Then what happens is you now have this loan before you even got your career. And it's the one loan on this planet that you cannot file bankruptcy on. You can file bankruptcy on credit cards. You can file bankruptcy on business. You can file bankruptcy on a car loan. You can file bankruptcy on a fucking jet. But the one thing the government won't let you file bankruptcy on is Sally Mae. Okay? It is the trap. It's a trap. Then you go get this quote unquote high paying salary job, which is not even that high paying. First of all, you guys are all quoting your gross, never quoting your actual net take home. And you spend the rest of your life working just to pay off the fucking government. This guy brings up a really good point. You can pretty much negotiate on any type of debt, whether it be a hospital bill or a credit card debt. The only thing you have no power over, the only thing you cannot default on or declare bankruptcy or have any type of negotiating power is student loans. And if you really think about it, college is so expensive in the first place because a lot of these loans are federally subsidized and that you cannot default on them. So that makes it extra safe for those colleges to be overcharging their students because there is no way that the students can even default or declare bankruptcy on their debt like any other form of debt.